Donald Trump Jr. has often found himself at the center of a storm.
My son is a wonderful young man.
What's the deal with his constant online and media battles?
That's something that dictators do.
How does he stay involved in the lives of his 5 kids? And is his engagement to Kimberly Guilfoyle on shaky ground?
It breaks my heart.
Let's delve into the scandals and uncover the truth about Don Jr.'s public persona.
Ooh, Don Jr.
Cut from the same cloth. Today, he's regarded as the most influential of all the Trump children.
He is incredibly popular with the Trump base. He speaks their language. He's a big sportsman, gun advocate.
In fact, Donald Jr. shares more with his father than just the family name.
Where is Don, by the way? Is Don here? Where is Don? Where's my boy?
Both are ambitious, driven, and not afraid to pick a fight, even if it will lead to controversy and scandal.
He's taken countless pages from his dad's playbook, especially when it comes to turning every move and event into a badge of honor.
But what I saw on July 13th, when he got shot in the face and came back defiant, still ready to fight for our country. I mean, he literally took a bullet for America.
Another thing, that competitive edge. Just like his father, Don Jr. is always in win mode.
My father has been working tirelessly to bring back the American dream.
Moreover, he has been Trump's most vocal supporter for years, standing by his side during high-stakes moments like election campaigns and court battles.
My best friend, my father, Donald Trump.
And his aggressive style in defending his dad mirrors Donald Sr.'s never back down approach. But their bond hasn't always been smooth. Back in Don Jr.'s teen years, he and his dad had a rough patch after Trump's messy divorce from Ivana. It caused a temporary rift, with son siding with his mom.
Is it true that there are times when you just have introduced yourself as Don and forget the Trump part?
I do it often.
Still, the two mended fences, and Don Jr. joined the family business in 2001. He became and remains deeply involved in projects ranging from real estate developments to branding initiatives. After Trump assumed the presidency in 2017, it was Don Jr., along with his brother Eric, who took over running the Trump Organization to steer clear of conflicts of interest.
Family business can go usually really bad or really good. There's usually not a middle ground where it's just okay, it works. I mean, we're really fortunate to have sort of the really good where we have that relationship.
And there's one more undeniable similarity between the two Trumps: media battles. Much like his father, Donald Jr. has a long history of clashing with journalists and fact-checkers.
He's said things that are considered insensitive, like comparing Syrian refugees to poisonous Skittles.
A recent example occurred during the Republican National Convention, when he had a heated exchange with MSNBC reporter Jacob Soboroff. When asked about his father's immigration policies, Don Jr. fired back, blaming the media for creating divisiveness around his family and policies. The conversation ended with him bluntly telling the reporter,
It's MSDNC, so I expect nothing less from you clowns. Even today, even 48 hours later, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait with your lies and with your nonsense, so just get out of here.
And let's not forget his controversial appearance on The View in 2019. Don Jr. came to promote his book, Triggered.
A big part of why I wrote the book is because there's so much hypocrisy out there. Now, I understand that the mainstream media is left-leaning. I don't think anyone's ever debated that or doubted that for a long time. But they've gotten rid of the pretense of objectivity.
But he quickly found himself facing tough questions from the co-hosts about his father's administration and social media controversies. Things escalated when Meghan McCain confronted him about the pain his family's actions had caused, particularly referencing attacks on her late father, Senator John McCain. Trump Jr. defended his actions, arguing that he was constantly under attack and had no choice but to fight back.
I understand that he's controversial. I understand that he's offended a lot of people, but I also understand he took on the establishment, and that's the premier sin in American politics these days, to do that.
The heated back and forth was so intense that audience reactions had to be managed during commercial breaks.
Listen, man, I don't know how many people here read the Drudge Report. I don't know. But I'm saying a lot more people know your name.
But now it looks like the Trumps have a plan to deal with the media they don't trust. On his new podcast, Don Jr. mentioned that they want to kick mainstream journalists out of the White House press briefing room. Instead, they're considering bringing in podcasters like Joe Rogan, saying it's time to take away those seats from traditional media outlets. What's your take on this idea? A questionable hobby. Trump Jr.'s passion for hunting has also sparked controversy in media multiple times. He's been criticized for posing with endangered animals like leopards and rare mountain goats. One of the most talked about trips was when he went to Mongolia with his brother Eric to hunt rare Argelese sheep. This adventure supposedly cost over $76,000, making the backlash even worse. Critics have called it a disgusting display of privilege. But the businessman argues that hunting is an important part of wildlife conservation.
We actually live that lifestyle. We're both big shooters. We're both big outdoorsmen. I've tried to, if I can get more kids off of a couch away from video games and into the woods, I'm doing them a major service.
And yes, he's even gotten his kids involved in this form of entertainment. By the way, how does he interact with them? Daddy cool? Like his father, Donald Trump Jr. has 5 kids, all with his ex-wife, Vanessa.
Who's on diaper duty?
Listen, I gotta go out and earn the money to buy the diapers.
In his private life, though, he reveals a completely different side compared to his public image. He's very close with his children and occasionally shares family moments on social media. Trump Jr. is deeply involved in their lives, often taking his 2 daughters and 3 sons on adventures like fishing and camping.
My kids love to play golf, so I'm sure they're gonna try to drag them out onto the golf course, which will be both interesting and...
Today, he's especially proud of his oldest daughter, Kai.
She did the teenage thing of, that doesn't happen often as you're starting to probably figure out. It's like, hey, Dad, can we go out, go fishing or do something that I do? And I was like, wait, yeah, sure, 100%. So I took her and a couple of her friends out on the boat.
The 17-year-old made her debut at the 2024 RNC, speaking for the first time.
I'm a Trump too.
Dad shared heartfelt messages about Kai, celebrating her accomplishments. He also enjoys having fun with her.
What do you think? Getting makeup make me look sexy like you? Thank you, Kai. I'm glad you think I look very beautiful.
Trump Jr. comes across as a devoted father who treasures family time, especially during Christmas, when they all gather together, despite no longer living with their mother. First, marriage drama. Vanessa and Don Jr. met back in 2003 at a fashion show in New York City, thanks to his father, who introduced them. Just 2 years later, they tied the knot.
Donald and Vanessa, congratulations.
They seemed like the perfect couple until the press broke the news about Don Jr.'s alleged infidelity. The affair was said to be with Aubrey O'Day, a singer and contestant on the reality TV show Celebrity Apprentice. Don Jr. served there as father's advisor, and that's reportedly where it all began.
Don Trump Jr. is an ex. He's my soulmate.
The rumors sparked a media frenzy and put additional strain on Trump Jr.'s marriage, ultimately leading to their split in 2018. Vanessa filed for divorce, but they managed to keep things civil for the sake of their kids. Both have emphasized that co-parenting is their top priority. What's more, Vanessa made a notable appearance at the 2024 RNC, where she attended to cheer on her daughter, Kai. Interestingly, she also showed support for her ex-father-in-law, Donald Trump Sr. Vanessa has even defended Don Jr.'s new partner when people criticized her.
The lengths people will go to attack a woman simply because she's dating Don. We've been separated for over 9 months and respect each other's decisions and privacy. Would be nice if the press did the same rather than obsess over our private lives.
But it seems that Trump Jr.'s love life is facing challenges once again. No longer a fiancé? His relationship with former Fox News host Kimberly Guilfoyle has certainly turned heads, though not always in a positive way. They got engaged in 2020, but after all this time, there have been no wedding plans. That led people to question how solid their relationship really is. Well, yes, Kimberly did everything she could to back up her fiancé.
Everybody is attacking his family. They're out in front of our apartment. They want to put him in jail. I understand that.
She's even took on the role of vice chairwoman for the pro-Trump super PAC, America First Action. Kim also made a splash at the 2020 RNC when she gave a fiery speech. Her delivery was super intense, and while some loved it, others raised eyebrows and questioned her over-the-top energy.
The best is yet to come!
People couldn't help but wonder if it was more about her own spotlight. Some even think Don and Kim are just pretending to be this perfect couple. After all, there's been a lot of talk about their awkward public moments, like at CPAC 2023, when they looked pretty stiff holding hands. Things got even messier in September when Trump Jr. was spotted with the model Bettina Anderson. And just recently, they appeared together again at the birthday party of Trump Jr.'s rumored new girlfriend, this time holding hands. Despite the rumors, Guilfoyle was by Trump Jr.'s side during his dad's election night win. However, people noticed something odd. Don didn't seem to pay her any attention. A video from that night went viral, with many pointing out the tension between the two. Some insiders claim that Donald and Kimberly's latest appearances are just for show.
The Trump family does not want to create an enemy in Kimberly. They are concerned about what damage she could do. But make no mistake, the romance is over.
Now, President-elect Donald Trump has nominated Guilfoyle to serve as the U.S. ambassador to Greece, a role she is honored to accept. However, some speculate she's being sent to Europe intentionally to avoid unnecessary speculation about a potential breakup. Moreover, Don seems to be more focused on his career these days. Word on the street is that he'll be advising his father in the White House. However, the soon-to-be president has made it clear that none of his children will be taking on official roles this time around.
I said, that's enough for the family. You know why? It's too painful for the family. My family's been through hell.
What's your take on Donald Jr.? Do you think he's following in his dad's scandalous footsteps? Or is he carving out his own path? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out more videos about Trump's family.